linear equations in two variables. Okay, in mathematics, anywhere, okay, anywhere you are having equality sign, whatever is there on the left hand side, whatever is there on the right hand side, that's an equation. Okay, if math says that if you will see an equality sign, that's an equation. That means if I will write x equals to 5, is it an equation? Yes, it is an equation. Okay, if I will write x plus 8 is equals to 32, is it an equation? Of course, it is an equation. There is equality sign. So wherever we are having equality sign, okay, no matter what you are having on left side, no matter what you are having on right side, it's an equation. Okay, now in this chapter we are talking about equation. Why I'm explaining about equation? Because just now you have done polynomial chapter and there you were dealing with expressions. Expressions. Okay, algebraic expression. This chapter is started in class 8 and there only you have learned that x plus y, this is an algebraic expression, or maybe 2x plus 4y plus z, this is an algebraic expression. And then in polynomial chapter I told you that this algebraic expression, okay, there is a certain criteria that if it will fulfill those two criteria, that just one variable is there and the power of the variable are whole number, then it's polynomial. So there also we were discussing about expression, right? These all are example of expression. And today we are going to start with equation. Okay, so this equation again, it's not new to you. You have already learned, okay, you have already learned how to solve the equation where only one variable is there. So equation containing just one variable, for example, if I will write x plus 32 is equals to 78, you will be able to solve this equation having one variable. Okay, you will be able to solve it and easily you will be able to tell me what is the value of x. You have already learned much more trickier and tougher equation you have solved in class 8, that even if you are having x by 2 plus 32 is equals to 2x by 7, you here also this is an equation and this is containing just one variable. One variable means one type of variable, only x is here. Okay, so linear equation in one variable you have done already in previous class. Now are you able to connect that from where this linear terminology came? Linear means where the highest power, that means recall when you were learning the polynomial chapter, I told you when the degree of the polynomial is term it, when the degree is 1, it's linear, right? Right.
Yes,
The
ma'am. Yes,
degree
ma'am.
of the polynomial is 1. Okay, for example, anything. Okay, 5x minus 3, it's a linear. This is linear polynomial. This is also linear. So actually linear came from there only. Okay, if you are thinking that when the degree will be 2, then we will be calling it quadratic equation if containing equality sign. Yes. Okay, the name came from the polynomial chapter only. Today and in future, I will be repeating these names. When the degree is 1, it's linear. When the degree is 1, it's linear. And here we are going to discuss about linear equation. Okay, when you will see your linear equation anytime, anywhere, for now in one variable, for example, 2x plus 5 is equals to 10. Here you can see the highest power of the variable is 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hence it is linear. Linear term came from there. Equation, we understand equality sign is there. In one variable, so of course we can see one variable over here. These things you have already done in class 8. Today we are going to start linear equation in two variable. Linear equation, the same linear equation will be there, but this time we'll be having two variable. Two variable means you will be able to see two different type of variable in your equation. It doesn't mean that how many time x is repeated. It means, okay, that how many different types of variable you are having. For example, I will write 32x plus 5x plus 24 is equals to 8x plus 9x. This is containing one variable, doesn't depend on number of time x is repeating itself. Okay, you are just able to see one type of variable, that is x, and it is linear, and hence, okay, this is linear equation in one variable. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Today we'll be talking about linear equation in two variable. Suppose I am taking 2x plus 5y is equals to 20. This is again linear. The linear terminology came from the polynomial chapter only. Okay, the power of the variable has to be 1. Here you can see x is having power as a 1, y is having exponent as a 1, hence linear. This is linear equation, okay, in two variable, because we can see two different type of variable over here. Now it is not mandatory that x and y will be there, it can be anything. That means even if I will write 7z plus 5y is equals to 22, again a linear equation in two variable. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what we are going to start today. Now let me show you graph to understand, to have a clarity about this linear equation in two variable. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Suppose I am writing x plus y is equals to 5. Can you see the graph? This is linear equation in two variable. X plus y is equals to 5 is a linear equation in two variable. The name is saying all about itself, right? Right. Now on the other side, the software has drawn a graph for us. And if you will see this graph, okay, this line is representing the same x plus y is equals to 5. Now let me tell you, okay, plotting the graph is not there in your syllabus. Then why I'm showing you the graph? Just to have a feel that here how many points are situated, located, lying on this line. Can you see the coordinates? Are you able to see all this coordinate which is quick changing? These are the point which are lying on the, okay, this graph. That means in this chapter only we will be discussing. Okay, here how many possible x and y values are there? And we will say there are infinitely many possible x and y value. Why? Because there are infinitely many point are located on this line. Are you getting it? For example, okay, just don't look at this line. I can say that x randomly, if I have to take a random number as a x and a random number as a y, can I say x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 5? Okay, that can be the solution. Can I say? In left hand side, if you will put x as a 0 and y as a 5, okay, you will be getting right hand side, right?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay. Can you see this point? The point which I am talking about? Okay. Whatever will come in your mind, okay, it is there on the line. X as a 5, y as a 0. This is also possible. What else is possible? Okay. X is 1, y is 4. Is it possible? On left hand side, if you will substitute x as a 4, x as a 1 and y as a 4, will it be equals to right hand side after doing the calculation? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in this chapter only, not now. Okay, just after doing few, after discussing few basic things about this linear equation, we will be discussing. Okay, there are so many x and possible x and y. Okay, which randomly we will put, and it will just satisfy our equation. Satisfy means it will make the other side RHS, and all these points are the solution. Okay, if I will show you a basic equation, just a linear equation in one variable, let me show you. Suppose you are having x minus 5 is equals to 10. You won't be able to visualize it in graph. Okay, just let me wipe it, otherwise you will get confused. So yeah, okay, a linear equation when you are having in two variable, okay, that has, actually we can plot the graph. How? By just using the concept of coordinate geometry, so many point we can take out and we can locate the point, and we will be able to plot the graph. How exactly we can plot the graph, that is not there in your syllabus. You just need to understand on this graph there are infinitely many points, okay, just lying on this graph. That means so many coordinates are there. Okay, so many possible x and y values are there, which will, okay, which will satisfy our equation. Making sense this much, that so many possible x and y values are there which will make this equation true? Getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so yeah, let's start the discussion and let's see the first part first. That is writing the linear equation in two variable in standard form. Recall that when once you have started learning about anything, okay, anything, you always learn the basic of that particular concept. Once you started learning fraction chapter, you learned that the upper part is called as a numerator and downward part is known as a denominator, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here, yes, also to learn the basic of this linear equation in two variable. And first thing first is writing it in standard form. Okay, our linear equation in two variables standard form is, just a moment, standard, just give me a moment, huh? Yeah, our linear equation in two variables standard form is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. That means your linear equation in two variable will look like 5x plus 3y minus 2 or plus 2 is equals to 0. This is one of the example. Okay, anywhere, anytime, either you are in class 10, class 11, class 12, once you will see this type of equation, that is 8x plus 7y plus 5 is equals to 0, quickly you will say, okay, this is linear equation in two variable. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the standard format of linear equation in two variable. Standard form should not confuse us. Okay, here A, B, C are just numbers. That's why I have given you example that it is nothing but just like this one. Okay, anytime, anywhere you will see this type of format, quickly you have to say, or the teacher will say, or in your book it will be written that this is a linear equation in two variable. Now let's start, okay, solving it, or let's start dealing with it. In again, in class 10 you are having the same linear equation in two variable. Okay, this continuation of this topic is there in class 10 as well. Okay, so this type of equation is called as linear equation in two variable, and this is the standard form of writing it. Anytime we will be having equation 3x minus 2y is equals to 8, and it will ask us that write it in a standard form. So I will recall that standard form looks like this: ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, and we will write it in that format. That means 3x minus 2y I will keep as it is. Okay, we just need to make 0 on the other side, 0 on the other side. For that, we have to bring this 8 on this side, and we will be having minus 8 is equals to 0. Now we will declare that, yeah, we have written it in standard form. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
can you explain again?
Yeah, I'm saying that once we will be having an example that is just a moment. 3x, wait, no, why it is lagging? That is just 3x minus 5y is equals to 27. Suppose this is a equation we are having, and the instruction is write it in standard form. Okay, so we will recall that standard form looks like this. This is, okay, this is a standard form of linear equation in two variable. Standard form. Okay, we have to write this equation exactly like that, standard form. Why is standard form? Because for everything there is a generalized format. Okay, if you are writing the letter, if you are writing the application, always you have to follow a certain format which is acceptable throughout this world, right? Address should be on this side, date should be on this side, okay, and content should be in the middle. So you have to follow a standard format, right? In mathematics also, for writing, okay, linear equation into variable, or maybe any type of equations we will be discussing in future, there is a standard form for everything which is acceptable throughout this world. Okay, so this is the standard form of linear equation into variable. If this example is given and we have to just represent it in a standard form, okay, so we will be representing it like that. We will be writing it 3x minus 5y minus 27 is equals to 0. In a standard form, there is 0 on the other side, so we will just try making 0 on the other side. Now if you are thinking, what about this plus and minus? Here plus b is there, here plus c is there, in our question minus is there, so it's completely fine. Okay, number, see, b is representing a number, c is representing a number, a is representing a number, and number system chapter you have done, you understand number can be negative, number can be positive, number can be decimal, number can be fraction. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how what we are doing. We are writing our equation in the standard form, just that. Okay, let's do few more example. Suppose I will say that you are having 5x is equals to 20y plus 35, and I will ask you to write it in a standard form. So you will write it this way, same. Okay, this ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. This is the standard form of linear equation in two variable. Okay, now what we will do, 5x, this 20y we will take to this side, 35 we will take to this side. Because in a standard form, one thing is mandatory, that 0 has to be there on one side. Okay, on one side you have to make 0. So for that reason, you will be bringing everything on the other side, and it will be minus 20y minus 35. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay, let's do few more example writing the linear equation into variable in standard form. Okay, suppose we are having suppose we are having 2y is equals to 3x plus 20. Okay, you can take everything on one side and you can write it in a standard form. So you can write it minus 3x plus 2y minus 20, and you have to maintain 0 on one side, and this is the linear equation. Okay, the linear equation we have written our way, and this is in standard form. Are you getting it, everyone? Gauri, Chakrika, Vega?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there's one more way to write it. There is one more way to write it. You can also write it, you see, again and again I am telling you, you have to make 0 on one side. So if you are making 0 on RHS, great. You can also make 0 in LHS. Is that allowed? Of course that is allowed. Okay, equation is just like a seesaw. It's just like a seesaw. Here 50 kg person is sitting, and here 50 kg person is sitting, and it's in equilibrium. Okay, that's our equation. That means even if you will change the side, it is same thing. What I'm trying to say that if you are having a equation x plus y is equals to 5, and if you are writing it as a 5 is equals to x plus y, these two are exactly same thing. You are not changing the side. Okay, the transposing rule you are not applying directly. You are just taking everything from the left, dropping it in the right, everything from the right, dropping it in the left. Making sense? This
Yes,
way you
ma'am.
are not
Yes,
disturbing
ma'am.
the equilibrium. If I will ask this 50 kg person, can you sit on that side? And if I will ask this person, can you sit on that side? They will agree and they will sit, and still our equilibrium is maintained. I have not disturbed this seesaw. Still getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. If we understand this logic, then we can say this 2y we can bring to this side as well. That is just another way of solving it. Okay, so method number 2 says either you do this way, or you make 0 here, and you write 3x minus 2y plus 20, which can be written as 3x minus 2y plus 20 is equals to 0. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you do either this way or you do it that way, your wish. Whatever way you are comfortable, you can do it. Both are correct. Of course, both are correct. Okay, both are correct. In both the equations are in standard form, and both are same thing. If you are thinking that no, it's not the same thing, then let me tell you, yes, it's same thing. Okay, same you are having. Here you are having minus 3x plus 2y. Here you are having plus 3x minus 2y. If I will take minus 1 common, no. Okay, we will be able to do the arrangement. Okay, you can take, let me show you. You can take minus common on the other one. Okay, and that minus one you can shift it to other side. It will take the shape of same equation. Just a moment, let me show you. If I from here I will take minus common, minus 1 common, we will be having 3x minus 2y plus 20. And this minus 1, if we can shift to other side, okay, that is 0 by minus 1. It will become 0 only. Are you getting? These two things are exactly same. Match it. It is exactly same, but in different version. Are you getting Gauri, Chakrika and Vaiga?
Yes, ma'am.
Chakrika, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vaiga, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these two are exactly same. Whatever way you are comfortable, you can do it. This much detailing you don't have to give, and you don't have to go in this much logic. You just can do anyway. Okay, equation is there and that is allowed. Equation is just like a seesaw. If you are just shifting the right side person to the left side and left side person to the right side. If previously equilibrium was maintained, then now also equilibrium will be maintained. Okay, now let's do few more questions. Now I will start asking what is A, what is B, what is C. So first 5x plus 3y is equals to minus 20. Let's write it in a standard form. So we will be having 5x plus 3y plus 20 is equals to 0, right? Right?
Yes.
Now I will ask you, can you tell me what is A, what is B, what is C? Before telling me what is A, what is B, what is C, let me explain. Okay, A is the coefficient of x. A is the coefficient of x. That means whatever is multiplied with x in your equation, that is your A. Whatever is multiplied with x, that is your A. Whatever is multiplied with y, that is your B. And whatever is the, okay, the term which is without any x and y, that is your C. Are you getting it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will ask you every time after writing it in a standard form, which is there in our NCRT as well, the first exercise, that write the given equation in a standard form, write it in a standard form, and hence find A, B, and C. That means now you will declare that A is positive 5. Now you will declare that B is positive 3. And now you will declare that C is positive 20. Getting it? Getting it? By mistake also, we will not say that A is 5x. 5x. 5x is not A. Just 5 is A. Making sense? Gauri,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Baiga. Let's move. Next, suppose we are having 7x is equals to 3y plus 24. Write it in a standard form. Okay, for now I am writing a standard form again and again, but once you will, okay, this format will be pasted in your mind. You just have to write it directly by yourself. So we are trying to make 0 on one side. We will be writing 7x, we will be writing minus 3y, we will be writing minus 24 is equals to 0. Now the next task is to write A, B and C. Can you tell me what is A, what is B, what is C?
Seven.
A is 7, positive 7. B is
3 minus 3.
minus 3, negative 3. Okay, our B is negative 3. And what about C?
24. Negative 24.
Yeah. Okay, 24, that to negative 24. Okay, let's see few more examples. Okay, a equation is given in front of you and the instruction is same. Write it in a standard form. If you are thinking that we cannot see any y term over there, it's completely okay. Okay, we need to write it in a standard form just like this. How? At first, our motto, our purpose is to make 0 over here. So I will write 5x minus 24. Getting it? Now, what is A, what is B, what is C? We can write it this way as well, that since y term is not there, okay, the term which is multiplied with y is not even there. So can I write, can, if, first tell me, if you are having 2 and I will just write it as a 2 plus 0, am I doing any changes? Is
No,
it same?
ma'am.
2 and 2 plus 0 is the same thing, right? 2 and
Yes,
2
ma'am.
plus same thing. Okay, if I will write, if we are having 32x plus z, I can write as a 32x plus z plus 0. I'm not doing any changes, right? If we are having, if we are having just again, okay, the same scenario, if we are having just x plus 20, okay, I can add 0 over here, right? And can we write, can we write it as this way? Just tell me that if you are having 2, we can write it as a 2 plus 0 and we are not doing any changes. Mathematically, 2 and 2 plus 0 is the same thing. And what about 2 plus 0 into y? Can I write it this way as well? These two are equivalent, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Chakrika, are you getting it? Vaiga, are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay, can I write 2 as a 2 plus 0 into y? Of course we can write, because 0 into y is completely 0. Okay, and we are not doing any changes with the number. 2 is still 2. We are just changing the representation. Okay, but actually we are not changing the number. This type of arrangement in mathematics is completely allowed, is completely acceptable. You know that, right? Right? So if you are understanding this case, then can I write this 5x minus 24 as a y term is not there. So can I by myself, okay, just for our satisfaction, can we write 0 into y? Can we? See, minus 24 as it is I have written, 5x as it is I have written, and 1 0. Okay, we have added. Is it same? Yes or no? Is it allowed or not?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it is completely allowed in maths, right? Chakrika, Vaiga, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, now again the same question. What is A, what is B, what is C? Clear, it's crystal clear to us that A is positive 5, B is nothing, that is 0, and C is minus 24, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this term we have written just for our satisfaction, 0 into y. It is not creating any change. Still it is 5x minus 24. Still it is 5x minus 24. 0 into y is just 0, and 0 added with anything is the same thing. Okay, so this type of question you will be having, that 5x is equals to 24, write it in a standard form. For example, you will be having 7y is equals to 32, write it in a standard form of linear equation in two variable. Okay, just represent it in that format. So we will say that y term is there. Okay, minus 32, constant term is also there, is equals to 0. Okay, here x term is missing, so by ourselves we can write 0 into x. Making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Now confidently we'll be able to say our a is 0, our b is positive 7, our c is negative 32. Okay, we will be confidently saying that a is 0, b is positive 7, and c is minus 32. Is it crystal clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you can also have equation like this, that 5 is equals to y. If you want, you can write it y is equals to 5 this way. If you want, you can do it. Otherwise, if you want, always you are comfortable bringing everything on the left hand side. Okay, you have done this way only, you understand that way, but you are comfortable this way. Okay, you want to make minus y over here. Okay, 5 minus 5, this way you want to write, then let me tell you, that is also completely fine. Okay, either go that way or you just continue from here. In standard form, we are having x term first, we are having y term after that, then we are having constant, so we can just do the same pattern. We can write y term first. Okay, that means x is not there, no, let me write x first. So 0 into x minus y, I am copy pasting. Here 5 is added, so I am writing as it is. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
If it is
Yes, ma'am.
not sense, that means let me explain you one thing, that in integer chapter concept says that if you are having 2 minus 5 plus 7, okay, you can do the numbers here and there and your result will not change. How? You can write this minus 5 at first, you can write this positive 7 after that, and you can write this positive 2 at last, and this one is the same thing, if you are considering the sign carefully, then only. Making sense? Making sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there also we were having 5 minus y, and you can see how quickly I have written minus y at first. How quickly, okay, without thinking a bit, I have written minus y first. Because we understand that if we are taking along with the sign, we are not doing any mistake.